Hi YouTubers, this is Daryl here. Welcome back to this part 5 of this do-it-yourself program of installing a T56 Tremec 6-speed transmission to a 1968 Chevelle. In this part we're going to see a couple video segments. The first video segment is on the crossmember position. And in this segment you'll see that the crossmember is sitting back by 1/8 of an inch too far off the hole in the frame. And this is primarily due to the scatter shield that comes with the QuickTime bell housing. It's 1/8 inch thick. And when you see it on the video, it'll be that little strip of gold, about 1/8 inch thick, that sits between the bell housing and the engine block. And we had two options, whether to do some grinding on the cross member or frame, or just take out the scatter shield. And I decided to do some grinding on the frame to elongate the hole to accommodate the different position that the cross member sits at. So enjoy and stay tuned. Okay. One other fit problem we do need to address is that with this QuickTime bell housing, it's hard to see with everything being black underneath here. This QuickTime bell housing has a scatter shield. And if you look closely, you will see up on that scatter shield, right there, it's about a 1/8 thick inch scatter shield right in front of the engine, between the engine and bell housing. Now that knocks our cross member back about 1/8 of an inch. And focus here. If we look at where this fits, I don't think you can see it. Yes, there it is. You can see that we have about a 1/8 inch off the hole of the frame. So we have two choices. Either take the scatter shield out and it will sit back in the frame. Right there you can see a little bit of that cross member. It's exactly the same on the other side. So the cross member is not in at an angle, it's perfectly square. So we will have to either trim that or take the scatter shield out to get it back so we don't have to drill another hole in here. Okay, here we are with the transmission bolted up to the bell housing and the engine. We have the tunnel patch fastened into the body floor with some screws. So we're only going to use right now machine screws. I don't have the skills to weld or access to welding right now. You can see that we got the hole in the tunnel patch almost correct. We've got to trim the side a little bit. So we're a little bit too close. I already drew a line, get at least a 1/4 inch away. The transmission is centered in the body, and we'll fix that when we take the transmission out. But right now we just have it in for a preliminary fit. Okay, here's the underneath. We got the transmission in with the cross member that was made for this kit. We have a nice feature where it's bolted onto the ends here. So you just angle up that cross member because it's too wide to fit in clockwise. So you have to take that end off there. It's bolted on. And leave the other end bolted. And just bring it up and then bolt it, and it sits right on the frame. We
have it in there sitting on that frame full weight. We do have a couple clearance issues yet. As you can see, right in there we've got to bang a little bit away at the body so we can get at least a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch clearance. And then up front, right there, we can trim that part of the case away. It has no structural effect. It is just designed to help protect the sensor that's there, but we have plenty of clearance for that. So we'll trim that away, and we'll have good enough clearance all around. The next step we're going to have to do while we have it in here is we will measure for the drive shaft length. That comes with the kit. They give you the instructions on how to measure for the drive shaft. So that's going to be our next step.